Hi, my name is Kayla Owen, and I'm here to talk about the Public Conversations Project. Public Conversations method, also called reflective structured dialogue, is designed to help people to have constructive conversations on topics that they may or may not want to have. Developed by licensed therapists and doctors, this organization promotes how to effectively communicate even in the midst of painful differences. Public conversations workshops enhance one's ability to plan, facilitate, and engage themselves on more constructive conversations on many different levels amongst social classes. The workshops are led by a team of experienced medical professionals. And by keeping the workshops capped to a small size, they're able to maximize each participant's learning, and they can be adjusted to one's level of dialogue. There are a variety of different people that can participate in these workshops. That's the beauty of this organization because they have a multitude of workshops that are tailored to almost any type of person out there. One workshop in particular that they offer is the Facilitating with Purpose and Poise workshop. The objective of this class is to teach leaders and facilitators how to effectively maintain a constructive conversation while opposing opinions may be floating around. One learns the strategies and resources that can prevent a potential derailment before participants of the conversation even enter the room. They also help you develop ways of dealing with conflicts that may arise also in the midst of a conversation, not just before it begins. In this particular workshop, you would cater to business leaders, religious leaders, directors, and even peacekeepers. However, like we said before, it can expand to different types of people as well, whether it's in interpersonal relationships with your family or your coworkers, anything like that. It can definitely be catered to that. In all of these workshops, there are influences of meditation, interpersonal communication, small group communication, organizational development, and psychology. It all depends on the type of group that is being catered to that determines the type of dialogue that is going to be used. Some examples of dialogue are dialogue in communities of faith, on campus, on public issues, at public conversations, and even everyday dialogue. Just from basic communication, understand that you talk differently with your family as opposed to your coworkers, or maybe as opposed to within your religious affiliations. So they learn how to cater to each type of group within that. The end goal of all these workshops is to allow participants to share experiences as they explore questions that both clarify their own perspectives and help them become more comfortable around and curious about those with whom they are in conflict with. In summation, the Public Conversations organization strives to help people to prepare and understand new conversations that they might be introduced to, or also conversations that they might be afraid to have. They allow one to view conflict in an optimistic way by engaging curiosity about their differences, by reflecting on their own perspectives. The organization also goes into a deeper level of understanding with relational communication, which can be more difficult to deal with as opposed to non-relational communication. We understand that some of the deeper and darkest parts of communication are housed within families, which is where a lot of people don't really understand that types of communication because it is so personal. But these workshops strive to bring out the best in even some of the deepest and darkest types of conversations that may arise in one's life. By integrating intrapersonal communication, which is with others or with groups, and also interpersonal communication, which is very important because you need to know how to talk amongst just yourself as well and how your thought process goes. You have to learn the correct path of thinking. And this is what this group and organization possesses. By doing all of this, they can successfully help others understand issues of social identity, which especially in today's society, we have a huge problem with social identity. learning how to identify people, how to talk to people within different groups, what you can and cannot say, or just the type of dialogue, which was discussed earlier. You have to learn the type of dialogue that you should use within these groups. And overall, the Public Conversations Project really strives by offering a multitude of different workshops to people that caters to different dialogues and different groups. So this is why this group and organization is very, very beneficial to people from all angles of life, whether they're business leaders, they're religious leaders, or they aren't even leaders at all, they're just within a group. It definitely helps everyone out.